What is up, you guys? Valatelli here, and welcome back to Let's Catch a Vibe. Now, I hope everyone's feeling great, feeling amazing, feeling vibey. I'm sorry the item shop is late. I went to a senior at my work, her 50th birthday, so shout out to Ange. But yeah, jumping straight into the item shop. Like I said, I'm sorry I'm a bit late. As you guys can see, we have the return of the Woo Wear bundles. These were literally what? In the item shop, maybe a couple of weeks ago. Anyway, we have the Woo Wear bundle, which I have covered in its own Is It or Is It Not Worth It bundle video, alongside the Woo Wear gear bundle. Obviously, we have the items that you guys can buy singly. With the return of this, we also have the return of the Turn the Music Up Icon Series emotes. So we got some really cool ones here. Again, we got some more cool ones. Ooh, these are sick. Moving us on to the featured store itself, as you guys can see, we have a brand new wrap, the Retro Stripe. So as you guys can see, looking pretty cool. Not animated or reactive, but again, it looks pretty cool on various different weapon models now, as you guys can see. Loving the brown. Moving us on to the return of the Toon Meowscles bundle, really cool. The lobby music and the built-in emote both feature music featuring Trippy Red. Again, I have covered this in its own Is It or Is It Not Worth It bundle video. Moving us on to the second half of the featured store, we have the brand new skin which we had last night, which is the Barret. A barbarian on the battlefield. Part of the Grizzled Instinct set, first introduced last night. So we've got two styles for this skin. Pretty much we have the ability to have the hood on and then the hood down, which is very cool. Again, very subtle change, but we all appreciate it. Again, love the little teddy bear there as well. Moving us on to the back bling, we have the Grizzly Gear Bag. Brace for total brunation. Again, very cool. Moving us on to the return of the Gumshoe and the Noir skin. The Kids Got Gumption. Part of the Hard Boiled set, first introduced in OG Season 4, looking very cool. And can I just say, we like those, baby! Woohoo! She got those detective cheeks. Anyway, moving us on to the back bling, we have the Confidential Case. Build a case. Again, you got your camera, classified files, newspaper always helps. Moving us on to the male skin, we have the Noir, which is pretty much like a snapshot of Jonesy. Infiltrating the seedy underbelly of Tilted Towers. Jeez. Again, part of the hard-boiled set. Moving us on to the back bling for this skin, we have the Clue Finder. Find the clues. First introduced in OG Season 4, as you guys can see. He has scribbled something down. It might be something to do with the meteor. Again, very cool. Moving us on to the harvesting tool for this skin set, we have the Magnifying Axe. Dust them for prints. Again, very cool. Last but not least, we have the Viceroy Mark 1 as a glider. Ain't she a beaut? Again, very cool. You can pretty much use this with quite a few skins. It slaps a lot. I love that kind of like 1920s time period. Anyway, moving us on to the second half of the featured store, we have the return of the Toy Trooper, the Vix, and the Scrap Knight Jewels. We have the Toy Trooper, modeled for victory. Part of the Toy Soldier set, first introduced in OG Season 9. So we've got three styles. Again, we've got the green, we've got the grey, and then we have the red. My favourite's the red. Moving us on to the male, which is the Plastic Patroller. Toy with the competition. Again, we've got three styles for this. We've got the default, we've got the grey, and then last but not least, we have the red. Last but not least for this little set, we have a Toy Soldiers wrap. So with this, we have three styles again. We've got the green. Moving us on to the grey toy. And then last but not least, we have the red plastic. Loving this. Moving us on to the return of the Vix skin. Vix, a true cat assassin, always lands on her feet. Part of the Cat Assassin set, first introduced in Chapter 2, Season 2. You already know! That was my favourite season. Again, we have four styles, or four colourways, sorry. So we've got the default, we've got the black, we've got the grey, and then we have the red version. We do have an alternate style, which pretty much allows us to have the hood on or off. Again, whichever one you choose. Moving us on to the back bling, we have the Whisker Pack. Battle Kitty approved. Again, we've got 4 colorways for this. We've got the default, we've got the black, we've got the grey, and then we have the red. Last but not least, we have the emote, which allows us to switch between the colorways. Spin out. Don't forget to pose. Cheese. Let's have it again. Cheese. Moving us on to the return of the harvesting tool for this skin, we have the Per Axe. It's very happy. Again, we've got 4 colorways. We've got the default, we've got the black, we've got the grey, and then last but not least, we've got the red. Now, the only reason I like the red one just a bit more is because the blade looks like it's searing hot. Last but not least, in the featured store, we've got one more section. Moving us on to the return of Scrap Knight Jewels. As you guys know, Modus's daughter. We have a good build is worth the effort. First introduced in Chapter 2, Season 6, part of the Intrepid Engine set. Again, looking very armoured up. Moving us on to the back bling, we have Om's Mantle, composed of nanotech woven microfibers. Cheese! Moving us on to the bottom half now, as you guys can see, we have the Time for Lunch section of the item shop. So we're moving away from the featured store. We have the Brat Bundle, which I have covered in its own Isn't a Worth It bundle video, but I definitely recommend grabbing this because it comes with a contrail and we don't get many contrails. Moving us on to the bottom half now, we still have the we have the return of the Sizzle Sergeant and the Grill Sergeant. So we have the Sizzle Sergeant, she's cooking up a win. Part of the Dernburger set, first introduced in OG Season X. We then move on to the male skin, which is the Grill Sergeant. Make it sizzle. Another snapshot of Jonesy. Moving us on to the emote, we have the Sizzling. Flip with Flavour. First introduced in OG Season 9. Jeez! Wait for it, I think he does 3 in 1. Hey! There we go. Well, it's more than 3 in 1. Moving us on to the return of the Flapjack Bundle. If you guys remember, a couple of seasons ago, this was only available through challenges that you had to play through. What was it called? What was that game now? What's the game? I can't remember the game now. You played as like a little blob and you had to run around like courses and grab people and stuff like that. I can't remember what it was called. Oh, that's annoying. Anyway, moving us on to the bottom half now, we have the Stacked Bundle, where we have the Beef Boss and the Sizzle skin. Again, I have covered most of these in their own Isn't Not Worth It bundle video. We then move on to the return of the Leven Taco Tuesday bundle. Again, really, really cool bundle. Again, I've covered this in its own Isn't Not Worth It bundle video. I sound like a broken record, but I have. Moving us on to the bottom half now, we have the return of the Daily Store. So, starting us off, we have the return of the Redux skin. Revived, rebuilt, and ready for revenge. Jeez, a lot of people tried to say this was Midas, but I don't think it is. Part of the Revenge Redux set. Now, the skin is reactive. I've forgotten how it's reactive. I think it's something to do with the arms, I think. But anyway, first introduced in Chapter 2, Season 2. You already know that was my favourite season. Again, sorry for that. Moving us on to the back bling, we have the Bionic Relay. Stay connected in the heat of battle. Again, love the fact that we get some shotgun rounds on there and some extra grenades. Moving us on to the return of the Vice skin. Wild, part of the Siege Strike set, first introduced in OG Season X. Pretty much nothing to this skin. It is badass though, I do like it. Moving us on to the items in the daily store, we have the return of the Bottom Feeder Harvesting Tool to start us off. From the Murky Depths. First introduced in OG Season 1. I mean, the anchor's probably from the Murky Depths. Probably not the lead pipe that it's attached to, though. But again, OG Season 1. We then move on to the emotes. We have the Job Well Done. That's that. First introduced in the OG Season 5. Moving us on to the return of the Wetsuit Wrap. Not animated or reactive, but again, suits the skin that it belongs to very well. Part of the Aquamarine set. Looking very cool on various different weapon models now. Last but not least, we have Om Nom Nom Shivai. We have the Harmony emote. Achieve inner balance. Anyway, moving us on to the bottom now, we still have the return of the My Hero Academia bundles. We got the All Might, Class 1A, the Class 1A Gear bundle. Of course, with this, we have the return of the items that you guys can buy singularly. Again, very, very cool. Last but not least, guys, we have these special offers and bundles. But yeah, guys, this item shop was taking us from the 31st, which is going to be Friday of March, into the 1st of April, which is a Sunday. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, be careful with the April Fools tomorrow. Some people are ready for it, some people aren't. So be respectful. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to smash the like button. If you didn't enjoy the video, let me know not only what is your favourite item from tonight's item shop, but what is your favourite bundle, because we have bundles galore for the weekend. Anyway, if you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new and join Team Let's Catch a Vibe. Also, if you are new, please don't forget to push on the bell notifications to get notified as soon as I upload. But more importantly, don't forget to stay the vibey, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.